His name was George Floyd. He's on video saying, "Please, please, I can't breathe." So Minneapolis police officer holds him down for minutes with his knee on Floyd's neck.
Cop shooting first, and they asking questions. Clock to a hearse, they said they need protection. Glocks in their purse, cause she get full detention. Blocks always curse, cause they classify them sections. Cop shooting first, then they got some questions. Clock to a hearse, they said they need protection. Glocks in their purse, cause she get full detention. Blocks always curse, cause they classify them sections. Listen, they couldn't for reward, they could have avoided that shit. They could have avoided it, but for $10, I bet those cops enjoyed that shit. He was unarmed, handcuffed, and naked to his neck. Not a threat, wasn't resistant, he didn't break a sweat. No wonder why we call them pork. They be putting innocents' bellies down, because their pigment is a few shades darker brown. Was it cause you think you lying still? So you make them lie from still behind a shield and misled from the truth you thought was real. Cops say black strike fear in them. What they fear is just themselves, cause they got the squad cheering them. Just another trophy on the shelf. It's because their skin is black, it's as simple as that. You don't believe me, but all the victims' names is written in facts. Damn, and when the world offers nothing, it's hard to not steal. When the cops always busted in the yard just to kill, how can you be trusting when they scar just for thrills? It's disgusting, put them in the bars for your poor to fill. So rest in peace, Trevion. Rest in peace, Eric Garner. Rest in peace, Tamir Rice. Rest in peace, Michael Brown. Rest in peace, Walter Scott. Rest in peace, John Crawford. Rest in peace, Oscar Grant. And rest in peace, Jonathan Farrell. Cop shooting first, then they asking questions. Clock to a hearse, they said they need protection. Blocks in their purse, cause she get full detention. Blocks always curse, cause they classify them sections. Cop shooting first, then they got some questions. Clock to a hearse, they said they need protection. Blocks in their purse, cause she get full detention. Blocks always curse, cause they classify them sections. Damn. Will the police ever cease when they act elite? Will the peace ever peace, or will they pack heat? You call them in the streets, but others call them home. You leave them in the sheets while the others shine chrome. The way that we live in, the cops of the victims, it's hard to just give in. They stricken with vixen, and if you fell slipping, your intentions were wicked. Cause the victim is a villain with pistols that grip it. I'm sick of all this happening. An innocent black is attacked again. Then rockets start with protest, then silence is met with a confess. A couple weeks later, another shot up in the chest, which equals out to greater. It's a blot up in the crest. Can we really stop this, or is it beyond us? Cause the cards that we're dealt with will always cost us. And man, we need a change. It doesn't make sense. Isn't it just strange the way they fake offense? Lock us in the cage, torture us and say it's in defense. Hit them with the gauge. Even disorder, claim it's incentive. Damn. No justice, no peace.